All right, so trying to break into tech in 2024.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bit of a maze out there right now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But good news is
Yeah.
we've got someone who's not only been through it, but practically designed part of the maze.
That's right.
Steve Wynn.
Steve Wynn.
18 years at Amazon.
That's right.
Over 850 interviews he's done himself.
Mm.
This is from his YouTube video. If I were looking for a tech job in 2024, I'd do this.
Absolutely. And we, went through it.
Yeah, we squeezed it.
We got all the juice out of it, all the goods.
The juice, yeah.
Yeah.
And right out the gate, he says, stop looking at this like just a job hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Treat it like a job.
Yeah.
Your part-time job is to get the full-time job.
That's right.
So to illustrate this, he brings up Alice and Bob.
Yeah.
Bob's kind of just like throwing resumes out there, hoping something sticks.
Haphazardly, just kind of like...
Yeah, shotgun approach.
Yep.
See what sticks. Yeah.
Alice is very methodical. She's tracking everything.
Yeah.
Tailoring resumes.
Always learning new skills.
Constantly staying up to date.
Okay, so why is that so much better
Well, think about it.
than just being organized?
It's more than just being organized, right?
Right.
The job search is full of ghosting,
Yeah.
You send your application out there and
Crickets.
you just hear crickets. Yeah. It can be really demoralizing.
Mm-hmm.
And so with this structure, it's like you have a roadmap.
Okay.
You're making progress even if you're not getting the results.
Instead of just feeling lost.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it does a lot for your morale, right?
Yeah. Huge for morale.
Huge, yeah.
Because you feel like you're actually doing something.
You're accomplishing something. That's
It's not just like sitting around.
That's right.
Okay, so he also makes a point that the market cycles back.
Yes.
So if you have that structure in place,
You're ready to go.
you're ready to go when those opportunities pop up.
Yes. Yes.
So I got to admit, I am one of those people who cringe at the word networking.
Okay.
It just feels icky.
Yeah.
Slimy.
I get that.
But Steve tells this story about how he got the Amazon job
Oh, yeah.
through a chance encounter at a bar.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Okay, so
It was weak connections.
Yeah.
He saw a high school friend
okay.
who knew somebody at Amazon
Oh, wow.
and then got him the interview.
So it's like 6 degrees of separation playing out in real life.
It really is. It really is.
Okay.
And it highlights something that's really important.
What's that?
We all have a network,
Oh,
whether we realize it or not.
yeah.
You have your family, friends, people you go to, I don't know, church with, whatever it is, your gym.
The person you always chat with at the gym.
Yeah, the barista.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all your network.
I guess it's less about schmoozing and more about genuinely connecting
I think so, yeah.
and maybe offering to help people.
Before asking for favors.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I can proofread your resume.
Mhm.
Or I know someone who's looking for X skills.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And then he says something that is pretty funny, but also oh, come on.
Yeah.
He said when he was handing out referrals,
Mm-hmm.
only one person actually followed through and sent him the resume
Wow.
out of all the people who asked.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Don't be that person.
No, don't be that person.
Right, okay.
Be the person that follows up.
Yes. Okay, so we've got structure,
Mm-hmm.
leveraging our network,
Yes.
but then there's the actual interview.
Right. Getting your foot in the door is only half the battle.
Right.
So Steve tells a story about this candidate who was amazing on paper,
Okay.
years of experience, nailed all the technical questions,
Oh, yeah.
but completely bombed the interview.
What?
Yeah.
How?
So it turns out that he had taken 6 months off,
Okay.
after leaving a really demanding tech job,
Mm-hmm.
and he just assumed his skills were still sharp.
Oh, so he didn't prepare.
He did not prepare.
Wow.
Yeah.
So even if you're like a coding rock star,
Yeah.
you can't just coast on past glory.
That's what he calls the interview muscle atrophying,
Oh.
And the interviewers, they saw right through it.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it's not that he didn't have the skills.
Yeah.
He just wasn't able to, show them,
Demonstrate them.
demonstrate them. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
He brings up this scientific concept,
Okay.
the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve.
Okay.
And basically what this illustrates is
Yeah.
we naturally forget things over time
Right.
unless we actively work to retain them.
So this forgetting curve, it's not just for cramming for a test.
No.
This is just how we learn and retain information in general.
In general, yeah.
Okay, so even if you've mastered Python or Java or whatever,
Right.
if you take a break from it,
Yeah.
those mental pathways start to get overgrown.
Yeah, they get a little fuzzy, you know?
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for prepping for an interview?
Okay, so remember back when you first learned to code?
Oh, yeah.
All those late nights, the head scratching when it finally clicked.
Those aha moments.
Yes, those aha moments.
Yeah.
Well, according to Ebbinghaus,
Yeah.
if you revisit those concepts, even briefly, it really slows down that forgetting process.
So it's not like I have to relearn everything from scratch. It's
No.
just refreshing my memory.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So this is where the practical advice comes in.
Bye.
You know, set aside like, I don't know, 30 minutes a day to review coding concepts.
Right.
Maybe do some LEET code problems.
LEET code.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for those of us not in the tech world,
Right.
what is LEET code?
Ah, good point.
Yeah.
So LEET Code is basically a platform where you can practice coding challenges,
Okay.
similar to the ones that you might see in an interview.
So it's like a gym for your coding brain.
It is. It's a gym for your coding brain. That's a good way to put it.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's not just memorizing the syntax.
No.
It's actually like problem solving.
It's the problem solving. It's the thinking on your feet.
Right.
Yeah.
Stuff you'd actually have to do on the job.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
And then he also says to schedule mock interviews with friends, colleagues.
Okay.
There are online platforms now that offer this.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I didn't know
So
that.
you can get practice like articulating your thought process
Out loud.
out loud, which is
Way harder.
much harder than it sounds.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's like a dress rehearsal
Yes.
for opening night.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so this is all about being proactive.
Absolutely.
It's about taking control.
Yeah.
Instead of like
Not being passive. Yeah.
passively hoping someone picks me.
Right. Like, I'm going to be so good you have to pick me.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so big picture.
Number one, structure. Treat it like a part-time job.
That's right.
Your job is to get a job.
Get the job. Yeah.
Number two, leverage your network. You've got more connections than you think.
You do.
Nurture those relationships.
Be helpful. Yeah.
Be helpful. Don't just ask for favors.
Yeah.
And then number three,
Yeah.
even if you're a whiz,
Keep those skills sharp.
you got to stay sharp.
Yeah.
So practice,
Right
whether
to
it's
you.
LEET code challenges,
Yeah.
mock interviews,
Mm-hmm.
you got to stay on top of it.
You got it.
Now, this is obviously geared towards tech,
Yeah.
but I'm seeing so much of this that applies to everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Like structure, networking, always learning.
Yeah.
This is like universally valuable.
I think so. Yeah, for any career, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine someone applying for marketing.
Yeah.
They're not coding algorithms,
Right.
but they still need to organize their search.
Absolutely.
Leverage those connections.
Yeah.
Practice how to talk about their experience.
Yeah. Communicate effectively. Yeah.
Okay, so this is like a framework for success,
It is.
not just in tech.
in any field.
It's about taking ownership,
Mm-hmm.
being proactive,
Yes.
and always learning, growing.
I love it.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you with a challenge here.
Okay.
Think about these three principles:
Okay.
structure,
Mm-hmm.
networking,
Yes.
and preparation.
Okay.
How can you apply these to your job search?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right. Regardless of what you're doing.
That's right.
And even if you're not looking right now,
yeah.
this can help you build a more successful career in the long run.
Absolutely. It's all about that growth mindset.
It is. It's about constantly
Yeah.
striving to improve.
Always learning.
This has been great.
This has been fun.
Thanks for joining me.
I always enjoy it.
And to our listener,
Yes.
we hope this episode has given you some good insights
And good stuff. Yeah.
to tackle your job search,
Whatever it may be.
whoever you're doing.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
the journey is just as important as the destination.
It is.
So stay
Let's
curious.
get passionate.
Keep learning.
Keep learning.
Keep learning.
Until next time,
Yes.
happy job hunting. It's funny, we talk about hard skills in tech,
Yeah.
but Steve's advice
Mm,
really shows how important soft skills are.
absolutely.
Things like communicating well,
Yeah.
adapting to new situations,
Mm-hmm.
learning fast.
Being able to, pick things up quickly.
That's just as important as knowing the latest code.
Oh, for sure.
And that's something people starting out might not realize.
I think you're right.
They focus so much on the technical stuff.
Yeah.
They forget about explaining their thinking,
Right.
working with a team,
Mm.
handling new problems.
Yeah. Those are important.
That's what makes you stand out.
It really does.
It's like, you can know all the piano keys,
Yeah.
but can you actually play a song?
That's a good way to put it.
You need both, right?
You do.
The skill and the art.
That's right. And this goes back to what Steve said.
About
The job search is a journey.
not a destination.
Exactly. You're always learning,
Always grow.
getting better at what you do.
And it's not just about getting any job, right?
No, it's got to be the right fit.
It's got to be the right job for you.
Something you care about.
Yeah, something that, matches your values.
Because a job is a big part of your life.
It is. It's a huge part of your life.
It shouldn't just be about the money.
Right.
It should challenge you,
Mm.
make you want to get up in the morning.
I agree.
Let you do something meaningful.
Absolutely.
And Steve's advice, even though it's for tech,
Yeah.
it really applies to finding that fulfillment.
In any job.
Yeah, in anything you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to wrap up this deep dive,
Yeah.
I want to share one last thing Steve said
Okay.
that really stuck with me.
All right. I'm listening.
He said, don't just chase trends or the big bucks.
Oh.
Find something you're passionate about, something that makes you excited to get out of bed.
I like that.
Because when you love what you do,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like work.
It becomes, something else.
And that's when the magic happens.
That's when you do your best work, too.
And that goes beyond just a job title.
Totally.
It's about how we approach anything in life.
It's a good life lesson.
We can all find that kind of fulfillment,
Yeah, I agree.
no matter what we're doing.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
the job market keeps changing.
Oh, it's always changing.
New tech comes out, industries shift,
What's hot today
right?
might be gone tomorrow.
And that's why Steve's focus on always learning is so important.
It is. You got to keep up.
It's not about having one set of skills.
No.
It's about being ready to adapt,
And being curious.
wanting to learn new things.
Yeah. Always learning.
Because that makes the journey worth it.
I think so.
This has been awesome.
This was great.
Thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure.
And to our listener,
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for listening.
We hope this episode gave you some good ideas
Some good tips.
to tackle your own job search.
Whatever that might be.
Remember,
Yeah.
it's not just about the destination.
The journey matters.
So stay curious, stay passionate,
Keep learning.
and until next time,
Yes.
happy job hunting.